So Katie, you traveled to the far reaches of Minnesota to interview a single House candidate. Why in the world would your editor allow that?
Well, very far reaches of Minnesota, almost up to the Canadian border. There is a candidate who, he's a Republican candidate running for Congress who has been deemed the Brad Pitt of the Republican Party.
Let's get this out of the way. Does he actually look like Brad Pitt?
You know, the resemblance is sort of tied to the hair. He, as Brad Pitt has had in previous movies, has this long, like very thick blonde hair that kind of comes down to his jaw, and I think that that is kind of where the resemblance is rooted. But we've actually seen these comparisons, you know, ranging from the pages of the Weekly Standard to the NRCC. Teenage girls have said this to their mothers in the district, I'm told.
Why does this race matter in the overall landscape for the House this fall?
It's actually looking to be like a pretty competitive race. This district, the 8th District of Minnesota, has for the most part been a Democratic stronghold for a long time. National Republicans actually see in Brad Pitt, whose real name is Stewart Mills, an opportunity to take back that seat.
The appearance is actually a real issue in his campaign.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Absolutely. You know, on one level, he actually does talk about his appearance quite a bit. It's not just rooted in the hair, but sort of more broadly talks about how he's kind of this young, fresh-faced candidate. In a recent campaign ad, he talks about how he knows that he doesn't look like a typical politician. And so he really is, in a political way, trying to capitalize on his appearance.
But at the same time, this is like a problem for him because he doesn't want to be seen as just the Brad Pitt guy, right?
Right, exactly. You know, he does seem to be walking this fine line because on one hand, you know, he does talk about his appearance in campaign ads on the stump when he's meeting with supporters. He hears about it a lot. But at the same time, he's clear that he really does want to be taken seriously. You know, I spent some time with him, and it's clear that he's studied up on the issues and wants, you know, everyone else to know that as well.
What about his opponent? Who is this guy? Does he look like a famous actor?
His opponent, Rick Nolan, who served in Congress in the 70s, came back again last cycle. He looks a little bit different. He's very clean cut, got kind of the gray hair parted neatly. Certainly no stranger to the political game. He seems to kind of know everyone in the district. He's got a lot of support with unions. And I actually did try and ask him kind of about that contrast in appearances, but his campaign manager said, yeah, they weren't going to go there.